This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent professors, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come in, sir?
Come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
ALIFA Khan is from Delhi
Yes, sir.
and her option was commerce and accountancy. That subject is called commerce and accountancy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. She has done a schooling from Jesus Mary Joseph Senior Secondary School. Where is this?
So it's in GH7.
Where?
In Paschim Vihar, GH7.
Paschim Vihar.
Yes, sir.
Why is it called Jesus Mary Joseph also?
Yes, sir. So it's a missionary school, Christian missionary school.
That's quite obvious. Okay. Then you have your hobbies are meditation. What kind of meditation? There are several types of meditation these days.
So I practice mindful meditation.
Mindfulness.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is mindfulness?
So mindfulness is a practice of being aware of where you are and what you are doing. So it helps one to help understand one's thoughts and emotion, and we just let them pass without making any judgment.
Okay. And reflective writing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're from Delhi.
Yes.
People say that Delhi does not have any original culture. It is made up of several cultures from all over the country.
Yes, sir.
Is it correct?
Yes, sir. Delhi is made up of various cultures because various dynasties and various people are living in Delhi. So it has cosmopolitan culture, I would say.
Is it good for Delhi or bad for Delhi?
So it is good for Delhi because we can say that in Delhi only we are analyzing the unity and diversity, the diversity which we have in India. Delhi is one such spot where we can actually see the diversity, sir.
But the various cultures from different parts of the country have led to road rage, crimes against women, etc.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would not blame the culture for the crime against women. There are other reasons which have led to increased crime against women. So in that sense, we can say that yes, cosmopolitan culture in Delhi is good. But when it comes to crimes against women, there are various other reasons as well. For instance, the patriarchal mindset is one of the reasons because of increasing crime against women. So this is the reason, sir.
Okay. In the latest book written by S. Jaishankar, Why Bharat Matters, he says that we should be engaging America,
Yes, sir.
managing China, reassuring Russia, and cultivating Europe. Why is he saying these things about these four countries?
Sir, they are saying this based upon our relation with these particular countries. Engaging with US will help ensure that we are able to become one of the major power in Asian country. At the same time, we are able to ensure that Indo-Pacific region is peaceful and stable. And sir, managing China is because it is an irritant neighbor to us. Increasing standoff in the recent line of actual control. So therefore, we need to manage China in order to ensure that it does not.
It is indirectly saying surrender to China.
No, sir.
No.
So it is saying we should manage China so that we are able to grow peacefully. And for that case, we are also enhancing our defense accumulation and defense production. We are also ensuring that China does not counteract against our interest. And for that case, we are also stiff against the actions which are taken by China in international forum as well, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
and reassuring Russia?
Yes. So Russia has been a trusted partner, and as Jaishankar sir has also said that Russia is a trusted partner, and it has never hurt the interest of India. So reassuring Russia will ultimately help us in enhancing our defense sector, at the same time in ensuring energy
Why
security.
reassuring? Aren't we friends?
Yes, sir. Sir, recently there are increased shift of Russia towards China. So in that case, and China is our one of the neighbor which is not, we are not in good terms with China currently. So in that case, we have to reassure Russia in ensuring that in case of any conflict between India and China, Russia is there with us and it is able to help us in such circumstances, sir.
Okay, what help did Russia give after the Galwan skirmish?
Sir, Russia has never spoken against any interest of India, and in recent time also, since China is saying that Arunachal Pradesh is its own part, its own territory, in that case also Russia has never said that yes, it is China's territory. It has always assured that we must ensure the territorial integrity, each country must ensure that, and it has also helped us in providing various defense equipments in case we need them. So Russia has helped us, sir.
Look, only recently our Prime Minister had gone to Arunachal Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
And China keeps speaking against anybody going to Arunachal Pradesh from the central government. But
Yes.
no country has come up with anything about it till now.
Yes, sir. Sir, India has spoken stiffly against such comments which has been given by Chinese counterparts. And sir, India feels that it is our own bilateral issue, and in case China increases its aggression over the Arunachal Pradesh region, then we would surely be able to tackle that. And in case there is increased pressure, then we can even go to the international forums in passing a resolution against China.
Okay, and why cultivating Europe? All these days we have been avoiding them.
Yes, sir.
They have been avoiding us.
Yes, sir.
Why cultivate now?
So this is mainly to ensure that we are able to enhance our trade with the European region, sir. And for that case, recently in G20 summit, the IMEC corridor is also being proposed by our Honorable Prime Minister, sir. So cultivating Europe will help us in enhancing our overall trade and in becoming Atmanirbhar also, and also in becoming third largest economy by 2028, sir.
Now he's talking about engaging America.
Yes, sir.
What were we doing in our early days after independence?
Sir,
We were not doing anything with USA or Europe.
Yes, sir. Sir, immediately after independence, our major interest was towards ensuring stability in our domestic sphere, sir. So we have ensured that there is import substitution and not our economy was closed. We are following closed economy model and we are not much engaging with other nations. But slowly and steadily, since our economy is gradually improving, so we are increasing our more foreign affairs with other countries, and we are moving forward in such direction, sir.
Okay. Sudha Murthy was appointed as a Rajya Sabha member
Yes, sir.
on the International Women's Day, 8th of March.
Yes.
How do you look at it?
Sir, I feel that this appointment is one such instances which highlights the women empowerment in our nation, and sir also increase political representation of women. So yes, it is a good step in the right direction, sir, for enhancing women empowerment, sir.
You welcome that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
ALIFA, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the meaning of ALIFA?
Sir, ALIFA is an Urdu origin word which means one who enlighten others and who is compassionate towards others.
Enlightening others and compassionate.
Yes, sir.
So what is compassion basically?
Sir, compassion is a feeling and it is a feeling to help others and taking steps in order to reduce the suffering of others, sir.
Compassion is a feeling or a behavior?
So it is both. First we feel and then we behave and we act in a manner to reduce the suffering.
We say empathy is an attitude
Yes.
and compassion is behavior.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you are basically into financial management, financial market, etc. Tell me why stock market is crashing from the past 2-3 days?
So there are basically two major reasons to it. So firstly, it is because of, since our stock market, the valuation of various companies are huge. So the foreign investors are selling certain stakes or the stocks of their in order to enhance their profit. So one of the foremost reason is the profit motive of the investors, sir. And so secondly is the recent warning by the SEBI regarding the small and mid cap firms that there's a bubble which has been creating. So in that, this is the one of the reason due to which the stock market has been crashing, sir.
Okay. And you know, recently this president has given this consent to uniform civil code
Yes, sir.
by this Uttarakhand government.
Yes.
So what do you think? UCC needs to be needs to be implemented in this country?
Yes, sir. I feel UCC must be implemented. So because UCC, the first and foremost thing which it will help will enhancing the gender equality in our country, sir. And sir, also by implementing UCC, we will be able to achieve more unity and integrity in the country, sir.
Okay. But at the same time, there are concern from certain communities like Muslim community and also mainly from the Muslim community it is originating that our personal laws are different and how government can intervene kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
So how do you view that?
Sir, I feel that since you said there is various opposition, if we go into the law, which is their UCC law, sir, there is no harm in formulating it, especially when they say that they are interfering with the personal laws. Sir, the interference is with respect to those laws which are not up to the mark with the human rights, sir, especially against women. And since we mentioned Muslim community, sir, so there are various provisions in Muslim Islamic law wherein the women are not much appreciated and they are the movement is restricted, sir. So in that case, UCC is a step in a right direction, sir.
So Muslim personal laws need to be reformed, that's what you
Yes,
say.
sir.
Good. So coming to even again with the CAA, this recently rules of CAA has been brought by Home Ministry.
Yes, sir.
Even to that also, lot of opposition is opposition parties are saying that it is discriminatory against a Muslim community.
Yes, sir.
So what is your view?
Sir, I feel that the Citizenship Amendment Act which has brought into place is mainly to provide citizenship to those communities which have been persecuted in our neighboring countries, 3 major neighboring countries, sir. Sir, in providing them the rights of a citizen is not a bad step according to me. And sir, since there are various opposition, it must be carefully looked into, they must carefully look into the law. The opposition is mainly because they are saying that Rohingya community is not being included. At the same time, whereas Ahmadiyya community are not being included and Tamils of Sri Lankan community are not being included in the CAA list. But sir, if we say the Rohingyas and the Ahmadiyyas can get citizenship as per the law, because there is a law regarding the naturalization principle, sir. If they have stayed in India, they can apply for the citizenship and they can get the citizenship of India lawfully, sir. They are not restricting their entry as a citizen of India. So in that
They will get citizenship, Rohingyas.
Sir, in case if they are legally staying in India for 11 years.
Are you sure? I don't think so.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'll read on it, sir. Okay. Sorry, sir.
Coming again to this, the word you have mentioned about in Sudha Murthy's case, you are saying the empowerment of women.
Yes.
So what, according to you, is empowerment of women? What is the definition basically?
So according to me, empowerment of women is power to, power with, and power within women, sir.
That is okay, but what basically in practical terms, what is the definition basically?
Sir, empowerment of women is ensuring that the women of India has all the rights so that she's able to take decisions for herself and is
Freedom
able
to take decision on own.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
So coming to the women empowerment in India, if I ask you to rate women empowerment on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10, how many points will you give? So far, what progress we have made? How many points you will give?
Sir, I would rate it somewhere between 7 to 8, sir.
7 to 8.
Yes.
This much progress has been noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are left? Those 2%?
Sir, those two persons, since I have already spoken out, is the targeting a particular community so that they're able to come up. And the step are also been taken in that regards. For example, the UCC is there. So secondly, there's also some safety against, the safety for the women is also to be ensured in some of the cities or the districts of country. So these are some of the issues according to me, sir.
I'll ask you one last question to you. Since you are with auditing and corporate governance rules and all, see, in India, auditing and corporate governance rules, they are all in letter. They are all implemented in letter, but not in spirit, even by the public sector undertakings or even by the private corporate companies. Everybody follows the rules. There is no spirit in it. Is my statement right or wrong?
Sir, I feel that the statement is partially true because there are various scams which are going on in India because of the lack of probity and integrity on the part of the auditors while they're auditing the financial statements. So yes, this is partially true, but sir, we cannot judge the entire corporate governance just based upon certain scams which are going on in India. So I would say that yes, there are certain issues, but the regulators, for instance, the SEBI and the Ministry of Corporate Affairs are taking steps in order to ensure that more integrity and independence can be ensured while reporting financial statements. Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alifa?
Yes.
Continuing the same question, you said that proper steps are being taken by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. However, we just had the Paytm crisis where the independent directors were not able to ensure proper functioning or maintaining the interest of the shareholders. So, does this show that the Ministry of Corporate Affairs was taking the right action? That is defeating corporate governance in letter and spirit.
Ma'am, the crisis of Paytm were going on since various years, and ma'am, the RBI has also warned the Paytm against the major crisis which can take place.
Okay.
And ma'am, also penalties been fined against the Paytm for lack of regulatory compliance on the part of Paytm. And ma'am, I feel that there are certain issues in Paytm due to which this crisis has led to.
Eventually what happened, the independent director, they just resigned.
Yes, ma'am.
So, is this corporate governance?
Ma'am, I feel that there are certain issues, as I've earlier said, that there are certain cases wherein corporate governance has not been followed in letter and spirit. But we cannot judge this particular cases with the entire corporate governance in India, which is going on.
Okay. What do we understand by social audit?
Ma'am, social audit is an audit which has been conducted in order to ensure and to analyze the functioning of the government in a particular district or a particular area, ma'am.
Why the word social? I understand this is an audit,
yes,
but why the word social in this social audit? What is the significance of the word social?
Ma'am, because the social is there because the public or the citizen are engaged in auditing the work of the government.
Okay, so social audit is when the government is being audited by the people. By the public at
yes.
large. Okay. Now, can you tell me that startups, the failure rate of startups is very high in the country. Why?
Yes, ma'am, the failure rate of startup is high because of various challenges which the startup faces.
Okay.
Ma'am, the first challenge is the lack of funding availability to the startup. Ma'am, in recent years, in India, more than 8,000 women startups are there, but around 75% lacks funding. This is also one of the reasons because of which the startups are not growing in India. And also, ma'am, secondly, there's lack of availability of infrastructure and the availability of formal loan to the startups. So these are some of the issues.
I would say, is again funding.
Yes, ma'am.
So, funding, infrastructure.
And ma'am, we can say that thirdly, it is the lack of economies of scale, which restrict the functioning of a startup and which eventually leads to its failure, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you tell me that you've filled Indian Forest Services option 5. You don't want to go serve the country in Indian Forest Service?
Ma'am, I would like to serve any part of country.
But you filled it as option 5, which is as good as not choosing it.
Yes, ma'am, because I would like to serve as an IAS officer. And in case I'm not able to get that, I will be fortunate to serve India in foreign countries, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you tell me, as per NEP, the new education policy,
yes,
you're familiar with it?
Yes.
Yes. The objective is to make India a knowledge superpower.
Yes.
Right? However, do you see India becoming a knowledge superpower in the near future? Is NEP a step in the right direction?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, it is a step in the right direction, ma'am. Because it not only focuses on enhancing the primary and secondary education, but its focus is also on enhancing our higher education systems, ma'am. It focuses on ensuring that the education is being granted to the children based upon their own language, mother tongue, thereby enhancing their competence and cognitive skilling. Ma'am, also it aims at increasing the gross enrollment ratio in higher education to around 50%.
Okay.
And ma'am, also it aims at providing the curriculum based upon the formula of 5+3+3+2, and also there are various modes of entry and exit, which does not pressurize the student to remain in a particular class even if the person or a student is not interested.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, can you tell me that you graduated from Janaki Devi Memorial College here in 2020. So you didn't take up a job?
No, ma'am.
How is the placement scenario from the college? How many of your percentage of your classmates got placed?
Sorry, ma'am. No, I'm not aware about it actually.
Okay. So, okay. Is there, if you had to pick two reasons, just two reasons, my last question to you, two reasons for less employability of a youth, what would those be? And how do you change that?
Ma'am, the first and foremost reason would be the lack of skill required for doing a particular job. And ma'am, second would be increased inclination towards the agriculture sector. More number of employment are there in farming sector, and there are not much inclination towards the non-agriculture or industrial or manufacturing sector, because of which there is increased unemployment. And then also our manufacturing sector is not generating major job in the sectors, so therefore our unemployment
the
is high.
youth do not want to enter agriculture. You're saying there is an increased inclination towards agriculture, but the youth are stepping away from agriculture, as per reports.
Yes, ma'am. They are stepping away, but we don't have jobs in manufacturing sector. Job seekers are more, but job providers are less in manufacturing sectors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, Alifa.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Alifa, we were discussing about Delhi not having its own culture, right?
Yes.
So to what extent do you agree that it is a melting pot?
So I agree that it is a melting point. Sir, we are seeing this melting point in...
Melting point? Melting pot, you
Melting
have heard
pot.
of the term?
Yes, sir, melting pot. Sorry,
What is
sir.
that?
So melting pot where various customs and cultures mix,
They
intermingle.
come together in a
Yes.
pot kind of, and
Yes.
have their own way of
Culture.
living.
Yes. Sir, I feel yes, Delhi is a melting pot. Various people from various culture. We can see it in Karol Bagh itself, sir. People from Maharashtra, from Kerala, from Delhi, and other northeastern states are coming here and they are studying. So this in itself shows that Delhi is a melting pot, sir.
Are there any repercussions of living in a melting pot?
Yes, sir, there are certain repercussions because there is increased feeling of regionalism.
Regionalism?
Yes, sir. In the melting pot, if we are living in a melting pot scenario, there is a situation of regionalism, and also there are also some potential reasons we can say that they are increasing in conflicts and chaos also can take place in such regions, sir.
Was that a reason for Delhi riots in 2020?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it, sir. I'll read on it.
You're living in Delhi for how
Yes,
long?
sir. So I'm living since I'm born in Delhi, sir. I've been living in Delhi since
You were aware
23
that there
years.
were riots in Delhi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What were the reasons for those riots?
So I'm not able to recall. Sorry.
Okay, you were maybe quite young that time?
No, sir.
Okay. Any progress being made on that issue? Any charge sheet, etc. has been filed by the Delhi police?
Sir, if you allow me, can I answer it with my limited knowledge?
Please go ahead.
Because, sir, as far as I can remember, it is because of the Citizenship Amendment Act, the riots which took place in 2020.
Okay.
I'm not sure, sir. Sorry.
Okay, now let's talk about Citizenship Amendment Act
Yes, sir.
itself.
Yes, sir.
What is this? Why do we require CA, NRC?
So we require it in order to provide citizenship to the people who are living in India without having any rights as a citizen. So to provide them the citizenship right, this law has been put in
For
place.
all the citizens?
No, sir. It has been granted for the citizens who belong to 6 religious communities. And so they are living in our neighboring countries, namely the Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh, who are persecuted in these countries. So we are providing them the citizenship rights, sir.
And what are these communities, 6 communities you mentioned?
So they are Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Sikhs.
And 6.
Yes.
But why not Muslims?
So because the main aim of Citizenship Amendment Act is to provide citizenship to the religious minorities who are persecuted in these 3 countries.
Because Muslims are not persecuted
Yes,
there,
sir.
therefore
Yes, sir.
there is no need.
Yes, sir.
So you agree that CAA must be implemented.
Yes, sir.
Then why is opposition raising its voice against it? Why is there disagreement?
So because there is a major misconception among the people that it is the main aim of CAA is to take away the citizenship of the Muslims which are residing in countries, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You had your option as commerce and accountancy.
Yes, sir.
How is VAT different from GST?
So there are various differences between them. Firstly, sir, VAT is being applied. It is been distributed between it is been taken away by only the state, whereas GST is distributed between the state and the center. So secondly, there is no provision of input tax credit in VAT. However, there is the provision in GST, sir. And sir, also in GST we can apply or file the VAT only offline mode, sir. But in GST there is both online and offline modes.
We still have VAT.
Sir, only on particular commodities, sir, not
Like?
all. So like petrol
Like
or alcohol, these commodities.
All right.
Yes.
What is the balance sheet?
So balance sheet is it is a statement of assets and liabilities of a particular company which highlights the overall financial soundness of a particular company, sir.
Let's say you have a company and you have your pen and paper there.
Yes, sir.
Can you draw a balance sheet?
Yes, sir.
Please. Thank you. Have a seat, have a seat. Under liability, you have mentioned equity.
Yes, sir.
So all the equities are under liabilities?
So shareholders fund is under the liabilities, sir. Equity share capital, preference share capital.
But at times they separate it from liability, right? Like in presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
No, sir. As far as I know, it is
Under
presented under liabilities.
So
yes,
there
sir.
are assets and liabilities.
Yes, sir.
And what is the difference between non-current and current assets?
So non-current assets are the assets which are held by the company for more than 1 year or 12 months. However, current assets are the assets held for less than 12 months, sir.
Not regarding liquidation?
Yes, sir. Current assets are more liquid as compared to non-current.
All right. That is it, ALIFA. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for enlightening us.
Thank you.
You are actually everything is good. You are doing well. So you are attending the interview first time.
Yes, sir.
I hope you will get very good marks. All
Thank
the
you,
best.
sir. Thank you, sir.
ALIFA, You have a very positive, pleasing personality. So that is a good thing. However, I feel that there are also answers where you can, questions where you can pause a little, think, structure your answers and then answer.
Okay.
Alifa, I agree with my colleagues here. Don't think you need any advice. You are well prepared and you should do very well.